One of the very first things that you do once you're online with your domain name, and this is one of the things that I'll do when I go through all of the emails to add new users, is to head on over to the Create New User dialog. So it's right up there at the top on the front page of your dashboard. And I just want to reiterate this because I, for some reason, had a difficult time getting this piece of information to stick into my own head. To get to your dashboard for Google Apps, you type in www.google.com/a for apps, and then / your domain name. Maybe my own little eccentricities that made it difficult for me to remember this particular fact, but if you ever need to go to your dashboard, and you probably will frequently, that's the email address you want to use. So way up at the top, I have the option on the front page to create new users. And so I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to add my editor, Brian, as a new user. And basically, it's just super, super easy. Let me blow this up a little bit. You just enter the person's name and what you hope for that person's username to be, and then it gives you a temporary password. So when I click on Create New User, it'll take just a second or two. It will create the user for Brian Sawyer. Now I need Brian Sawyer to know about this particular account. So what I want to do is I'm just going to copy his password and go over to mail.coffeekooks.com, the Gmail account, because I would have set this up through my own installation process. And if I go to compose, I can send Brian Sawyer at O'Reilly.com, your logon info. Oops. And I'll just type in, mail.coffeekooks.com and click OK. Now, security is a big deal, and the mechanism that you use to convey the password and the username to people that you add is entirely up to you. I just sent him his password via just plain unencrypted email, and in fact I just showed it to a whole ton of people because this isn't really a big deal to what we're doing right now. Security, is no worries for us. If one of you saw that password and hijacked it before Brian could use it, then I'll just delete the user, and that's no problem. You may want to use a physical piece of paper. You may want to say on the phone to the new person what their password is. It's entirely up to you. When Brian logs on, and we're going to check back the mail to see if Brian wrote me an email, he will be asked immediately to change his password. And in fact, when I pull up his user entry, I can see that the password for Brian Sawyer has been set by user. So Brian, or hopefully not somebody else, took that password and logged on immediately. In fact, I'm just going to take a quick look at my email. I'll just go to mail.coffeekooks.com, and hopefully he wrote me something. Yes, he wrote Michael Howdy, and Howdy is one of Brian's trademarks, so I have reason to believe that the actual Brian signed on. Am I correct?
That is me. Howdy is
okay.
A bit of me.
Howdy is your trademark. Okay. So anyhow, this is the page that I can use to administer information about Brian. I want to get into sites pretty quickly, so I won't linger on this too much, but one of the most important decisions you can make about an individual user is whether you want to allow them to administer the site or not. If I were to click privileges, it would allow Brian to be an administrator, and he could do essentially anything he wanted to at all inside of the site. He has all of the rights that I do. Here would also be the place that I could delete him or suspend him or change his name as I saw fit. There are bulk ways of adding users as well. I think I may make a little video of myself doing a bulk user creation, depending on how many emails I got from the audience. But adding users is extremely easy, and I think that's all that we need to touch on in regards to adding users right now.